Hi, welcome to Tambi's Pantry. I'm Tambi. I'm coming to you live on Amazon from the EverTalk studios in Los Angeles. And today we have a really exciting guest with us in the pantry. He's a chef, he's a host, he's the author of 12 cookbooks, and you may know him from the Food Network, Chef Daniel Green. Hi there, Daniel.
Tambi, thank you for having me. Lovely to see you today.
We're so happy to have you. You're coming from your home kitchen in Minneapolis.
That has been used a little bit too much in the last few months, I must say.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Well, we're here to talk about your Gotham Steel line of pots and pans that's available on Amazon. I know you've sold over 10 million of these pots and pans. What is it that people love about them?
Oh my goodness. I mean, who would have believed about 4.5 years ago, we had this idea, we put it together. I think really the key to what the success was is prices became very achievable to get incredible non-stick. And years ago, you had to spend a lot of money to be able to get brilliant, superior non-stick. So that was the first answer to it, but also technology changed so much. Years ago, the Teflon pans were not safe, and everyone loves non-stick because you don't have to add the oil and the butter, especially my kind of cuisine. So it suited me very well, but the technology was amazing. I mean, for Amazon to be able to offer those pans at under $20, we could hit so many people, and especially in today's world where people are cooking at home so much more.
Absolutely. And what is the coating made out of?
It's a ceramic. Thai Cerama is the exclusive one we have for Gotham Steel. And, it's a very, very rusty, real kind of beautiful color on it, but it is robust as well. It goes into the oven up to 500 degrees, so you can really, really beat this pan up. But I think what people get when they first use it is, you crack an egg in it with no oil or butter and it just slips right out. It's an amazing technology.
So no
really
oil or butter. Let's talk about that. That's amazing. So it saves calories.
Well, my cooking actually has always been about healthy. I lost 65 pounds years ago. It's
Good
how
for
I
you.
got into this. Well, I've always had this, love of showing people how to create very, very low-fat recipes. So yes, I mean, for my style of cooking, no oil, no butter. And I think, that's just an answer. If it works and you get the flavor, and you've got to have the heat component with an aluminium core so you can really sear and get some guts into it.
So how did you develop this? Do you get approached by a company to do it? What's the collaboration process?
Yeah, it's one of the biggest manufacturers in the US, and they were always looking at changing up and going to new technology. We started off with their idea of this pan, which is what I've got here, but it evolved to so many more things. My passion was air frying, and I love it. And Gotham Steel has created a brilliant air fryer. So for me, it's kind of cooking for the family in such a healthy way.
Now I see there's like about 50 pieces available on Amazon. There's all different combinations. You could buy a pan, you could buy a whole set, you could buy the air fryer.
Yeah. We really went into every kind of part of home and kitchen. The latest called the Stackmaster, which is really cool. I don't know if you can see that, but all the pans stacked together. Because if you think about most people's cupboards, they're jam-packed, you open them and you can't find the right pan. You can really save the most incredible amount of space on these and have every pan at your fingertips. It's really
That's
cool.
a wonderful space saver.
Yeah,
so, and what do
really
you have a favorite piece in the line?
Well, I think the Stackmaster is to me brilliant in its innovation. The air fryer, though, is what I use every day because I love air frying. It's become something huge. My background is live shopping, and we really kind of forefronted air frying probably about 10 years ago when it started, and no one had heard of them. I mean, now it's a multi-billion-dollar business, but Gotham's come out with a really good price on one that you just kind of open it, close it. I use it for doing really low-fat French fries. Vegetables are amazing. Like you want to do roasted vegetables in there, turn it on, it comes out beautiful. That's
amazing. And I also saw that the pans are no scratch. So tell us a little bit about that.
It's more about the technology of how deep you can go with that non-stick surface. So it doesn't scratch lightly. You really can't just, gouge it like you could on an inferior pan that is out there today. So there's a big difference between buying a pan in a grocery store, which really doesn't cost much, and then there's the $150 pan, but we kind of came in the middle where we created that great quality, but also such an achievable price.
Well, I see it. It has an excellent price on Amazon, and as I said, there's about 50 different combinations that people can purchase. And with the holidays coming up, what a wonderful thing to have.
Oh, you know, I mean, I just feel everyone's cooking so much more.
Everyone is cooking.
They're cooking, but also we want to make it easy, don't we? You know, you want to do clean up in 2 seconds. You want to get a pan under there, you know, tap and just clean it through in 2 seconds. If you start scrubbing and you've got to make it a big deal, I think it puts us off. So I actually got a little video from my 18-year-old who's set up home in Florida for a few months with a friend, and she went and bought one of these pans. She did a little video today. I was like, oh, I've got you cooking. That's exciting.
Oh, that's wonderful. I bet everyone in your family asks you for a pot and pan, huh? How do you do that?
They do. It used to be a cookbook. Now it's always, oh, where can I get one of your pans? And you know what? I don't have any inventory in my house that I give away. So I normally go to Amazon and I just ship directly.
There you go. Well, I'm going to check and see some of our questions that we have here.
Sure.
Let's see. Hang on. We have a question saying, if you could just buy one piece, what would it be and why?
You know, I think I'd go for the 12-inch pan. I'd start off with that. I think it's the perfect way just to kind of use it for everything, because at the end of the day, I do my eggs in this, I do stir fries. There's nothing really you can't do in this one. So I'd start off with that. If you wanted to go to the next size, maybe get one of the larger pans. You know, those two would work hand in hand and work very well together. So I'd start with that because of obviously that price point. Give it a try and see where you can go. Absolutely.
Someone else wants to know about the cleaning process. Can they go in the dishwasher? Is it by hand?
They can go in the dishwasher. I don't recommend it. You never want to get too high heat on those for a long period of time on any pan. So I say it's a lot quicker. Whenever the tip is, with any cooking utensil, when it's hot, it cleans easier. So don't leave it to kind of, you know, rest and get that fat absorbed in it later. Clean it immediately after, and it does take seconds. I mean, this non-stick surface is amazing and it does slip right through, but I don't put anything in the dishwasher. I don't put any cookware in there just because you want to try and limit that.
So are you going to give us a little demonstration there?
Why not? I'm going to grab my phone. Hold on 1 second. And I'm going to show you a little bit of why I love this and it's, you know, what anyone can do. It's very easy. So I've got the one of the latest ones, if you can see there. This is going to be my Stackmaster, and you know you can see there's no oil or butter in that pan whatsoever. And I've got a steak here, and I'm going to let that sizzle. It's been seasoned up. But the beauty about that is you really don't need to have oil or butter, and there is enough fat in the steak that's going to brown it. Now, the trick is, as you see that cooking, and I'm going to show you in about 60 seconds the color. What normally happens if you've got a very thin pan with no core, and the core here is aluminium, that's the heat element that's going to bring that heat to really high. That's going to brown the food and caramelize it and get color. If you don't have that, you know, sometimes, Tambi, you see like that gray insipid food and it kind of looks like it's poached. Mm-hmm. That's because there's no heat element in the pan. So I'm going to show you the color we can get without any oil or butter, and it's that simple. I mean, if everyone cooks like that, you can do the same with salmon. Nothing in it other than just the actual protein itself. Take a look at that.
That looks
color.
Beautiful.
A couple of minutes later, you know, we're going to have a wonderful steak that's got the color, it's got the heat.
I'll be right over.
Actually, it was planned. This is dinner tonight.
Oh, okay. Save me a seat.
Yeah.
I'll be on the next plane.
We're a couple hours ahead. So it is almost dinner time. It's definitely happy hour time, but it's almost dinner time.
Happy hour at any time.
And that's the Stackmaster, which is the whole set, which is available. And that's got all of them that kind of stack together. I mean, even in my cupboard here, they look fabulous because it takes up absolutely no room. It's a little dark. I don't know if you can see.
Absolutely. Again, you know, it's a great space saver.
Great space saver. Okay, let me show you the other side. This should be beautiful now. You ready?
I'm ready. Look at that.
So, no stick. The only fat there is actually coming out the food, not in the food. So you can even save the fat on it. So it's my style of cooking. I love that. You know, anything I can do to help people reduce the fat, come up with flavor. I mean, I've got lots of recipes. This was just a simple idea to show you how really that pan works.
It looks wonderful. What else are you cooking for dinner tonight?
You know, that's probably a couple of Brussels sprouts that I'm going to throw in my air fryer. big glass of wine, and Gotham Steel Night.
It's a Gotham Steel Night. So the whole line is available on Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah, Amazon's one of our biggest outlets. We have everything there. The great thing is you can get it shipped to anyone if you want to send it as a gift. But it's a wonderful way to start with that pan.
It's a great gift. What a great gift! And the Amazon Prime Day is coming up, so.
I think everyone looks in their pantry and they suddenly see some pans that they've had better days. It gets you cooking again if you've got the right utensils. If you've got the right pan that gets the right job done, what happens is it actually gets you cooking more. And I think that's the beauty about selling 10 million pans, is we've got a lot more people in the kitchen cooking.
10 million pans, wow. And what year did you come up with this pan? How long?
2016. 2016, we first launched it. I don't think anyone had an idea of the success of it. I mean, a lot of people have come up with similar looking pans as well since, and that's the nature of the game. But I don't think anyone realized how big that could be. But I guess if you think about it, it's something every household has. It's something that every household uses. So it makes sense why it was so big.
Well, it looks great. I wish I could taste your steak. Oh, you're really tempting me there. Well, thank you so much, Chef Daniel. And for everyone watching, there's about 50 different, I think it's 50. I think it's exactly 50 different items that are available from the Gotham Steel line on Amazon. It's a great gift for the holidays, great for your family. Everyone's cooking at home, so check it out. And bon appetit. And hopefully someday we can eat together in person.
Oh, I hope so. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I know we have a mutual friend, Caroline, so let's just shout out. Hi, Caroline. Thank you for the introduction. And have a wonderful evening in Minneapolis. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You too, Tambi. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.